Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hello.
Good morning. It is 8 o'clock on the start of a Tuesday. Glad you're with us. Welcome to Second Cup. So I missed the cue.
That's okay.
Things happen. I'm going to hear about it. So we wear these earpieces to hear the show, and I didn't have it on. I mean, I was wearing the earpiece. I just didn't have the machine turned on,
right,
so that I could hear. And then our director Ben, he goes, "You're live."
Whoops. Yikes. That's the biz. You know what I mean? It's live TV. These things happen.
But I was there. I was ready. I was standing by.
We just have a lot on our plates at all times.
Yes.
And I'm sure the same for most people, which is why we're grateful that you guys join us every morning at 8 o'clock to chat about the day's topics. Today's going to be a beautiful day, you guys.
I wondered where you were. I'm here.
He was there. He just wasn't
there. All right, let's talk that 7 weather forecast. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. Melly, you don't have to pray for a girl. It's here. God has delivered. Prayers have been answered. Look at today. Look at tomorrow. We're going to ignore Thursday through Saturday for now. But even Sunday looks beautiful, 75 and sunny. What more could you want?
Girl, why are you in a horrible mood this morning? Help us help
Melly,
you.
it's going to be a nice day today. Smell the roses, girl.
Why can't I add these comments?
Was that you?
I don't think so.
No.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Happy now.
Yeah, smoky outside, like Julie talked about, because of those wildfires in Canada.
Is that why you're mad, Melly? You're off on Thursday?
Well, now she's going to be mad, because it's going to rain.
She's team no sleep.
Team no sleep.
I've had it. Girl, I'm right there with you, actually. Horrible mood. Let's go.
Sorry, I'm screaming.
I don't know what is going on here, but I can't bring in comments or take them out. So, I could do that. I don't know. I cannot wait for this Jelani whole week to be warm. I love it warm. Me too. I'm here for it.
Finally.
I'm wondering, though, when do you turn your air conditioner on?
My air conditioner has been on for like a month.
Mine too.
It got a little bit warm. I mean, we had the ebb and flow, right? Like a couple of days, maybe I turned it off when it was like 50s, whatever, or like cooler. I know, I said that like Ed. Couple days I turned it off. But it's been on for about a month now. It's been a little warm outside, and I sleep very hot. My apartment gets really warm. The sunlight comes directly in. There's zero chance I was going to be able to survive without the AC system.
So Kelly says I preferred a little bit cooler for work, but loving it for off days. Ooh, Mary says we're taking the top off the Jeep so we don't need air conditioning. That's cool.
Okay, girl.
Okay, so Howard's kind of with Aaron. When it gets humid is when he turns his air on. Until then, windows open and ceiling fans.
I don't have a ceiling fan. I don't think. Oh, I do? Maybe I do. I've never used it. I've never used it if that's the case. And I don't know, that sometimes that breeze from the window is just not, I don't know. I prefer it to be controlled. I just put it on auto. It does its thing.
And it goes.
And you trust it.
I'm right there with you. I love having the air on. I think it's the greatest thing in the entire world.
I don't necessarily fully.
But
look at it in here. The air's been on all morning, and I've been freezing.
I love it. I'm like McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
But like Aaron, Kelly says probably tonight we might turn it on. Yeah.
You guys haven't had your AC on?
I don't understand how Aaron
There have been several days that have been in like the high 60s and 70s, and you guys are just relying on the natural elements and the wind?
Noreen says she doesn't turn hers on until the 90s. No, girl.
Noreen.
No, sorry. Joe says, been great just having the windows open. I don't know. I
can't believe this many people are on Team Mankowski for this.
Yeah, me neither, actually. And then Howard says, I made a great investment 2 years ago and got a Nest thermostat. I can set it to cool or heat based on temperature, working very well. What?
John.
No, John. No. I don't believe you for a second.
Because why? What temperature do you guys set your home to? It's for me, it's the same whether it's I have the AC on or if I have the heat on. Mind you, I haven't had the heat on in forever. Mm-hmm. I don't know how John has the heat on still and survives the night. I'm sweating even with the AC on.
Me too. I'm a hot sleeper.
I'm a hot sleeper. I'm a cold exister. So when the AC is on during the day, when I walk in here, I have to come in with my sweatpants. I have to come in with my hoodie on, my jacket on, because it's freezing when the air is on. But at night, I sleep hot and I'm sweating. I need it to be like, I keep it usually at 68.
Okay, that's fair. That's what Melly says all year.
That's my girl, Melly.
It's been windy in Angola. Feels great. Howard says the Nest is like a climate control, and you don't have to manually switch it to heat or cool.
Okay.
And 64 all year. Love
64.
That.
Oh my gosh.
I said 59 this morning.
That's that's wild.
Oh, I love it.
It's a tundra.
AC, I still use the space heater in my office. When it gets warmer, consistently open the window. Nice cross breeze.
I turned the space heater on today at my desk. So cold.
I'll be honest with you. The heat kicked on at our house over the weekend also.
Oh, because it was like,
it was
like
gross.
Winter on Saturday?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Shonda, what? Your furnace is on right now?
No, Shonda.
You keep the house at 70.
What? Okay, actually, for what it's worth, Russ is the same way. We keep our house at 70 also, and I am always complaining.
70 is a little wild.
Cut it down. Like, there's no reason to have the house at 70. There's no reason for us to be sweating in our, what feels like, hermetically sealed home. Like, we don't open the windows. We, like, just have the heat on. It's disgusting in there. Like, everyone who walks into the house is like, oh, it's so hot in here. It's so hot in here. No kidding, because my husband is a weirdo. He's like a psychopath.
And then, God forbid, anyone goes upstairs.
Oh,
and
my
it's probably
God.
5 degrees warmer up there.
It's insane.
72. Oh, my goodness. There we go, Joe. 68 all year. Amy's keeping it at 64
Yes,
all year round.
Amy.
Bonnie.
My mom would say, put a sweatshirt on.
in the house
Yes.
if you're cold.
We're not turning the air on. I mean, the heat on.
Well, no, but I mean, I walk around in the summertime. I have to wear like a hoodie and sweatpants because the air just kicks. It kicks different too. Oh gosh, a psychopath.
He is. He's nuts.
Diane's
He's
with Russ.
Crazy. If you don't air the house out and open the windows, it gets stinky. Yeah,
It's that
I
musty
know.
smell.
I have to keep my legs and feet warm, but my face has to be cool. Okay. Open windows when it's nice out, air out that place. I know, girl. They're crazy too.
70.
They're out of control.
We are temperature different. I mean, I noticed it the first time I ever went back home for the summer, and it was like 80 something degrees, and I could not manage. I was like, this is way too hot for me outside. I am sweating. I am dying. I, experienced 30 degrees for however many months
Way
in a
too
row.
long.
As soon as it starts to get hot, it's like culture shock. Like, oh my gosh, the sun's back. I don't know what to do.
I love the fresh air, windows and fresh air as much as possible, but I am sure the AC will be on tomorrow.
I think the fresh air is like, if I'm in the car, it's really nice
Love
to have
that.
like, I put the little like sunroof open yesterday and then roll the windows down. I think that's sometimes nicer, like that warm, cool breeze versus like that AC is just so frigid.
Okay, well, can I be honest with you?
No. Yes.
I'm going to anyway. I am a windows down, AC on kind of guy.
Honestly, I support that. I'm not mad at it because you just got to find the perfect. I
Yep.
mean, for you, honestly, as soon as you get in the car, you're probably like, oh my God, it's so hot.
It's
in here."
stifling.
And you just turn everything on, you roll down the windows, and you just go until you feel cool, which is never.
Right. I even turn the seat coolers on. Like, I'm that bougie girl who has the seat coolers.
Everything
Yeah,
on.
it's got to be. I know. Lori, I know. Can't even imagine.
Oh, good gracious. No AC in school.
See, okay, good, Connie. I'm glad I'm not alone. Like, I appreciate the windows open, but I also need to, while I want that fresh air, also need that cool breeze.
Is it true what Linda's saying? Our blood is thicker in the winter?
I don't know.
That sounds scary.
Blood is thicker than H2O.
Sure is.
I know, Howard. It's true, especially when you're sweating.
I know. You're like, hold on.
What's going on here? So funny. Danielle says, I'm an AC and heated seat for low back pain kind of girly. Okay, here for that.
Girl.
True Taylor.
That's crazy. The blood thing.
So Lori says the same thing.
Yes, John is researching it for us. Cold weather can cause your blood to become thicker, which can increase the risk of clotting. Scary. This happens because blood vessels constrict in response to cold temperatures, reducing the blood flow and potentially leading to a higher concentration of blood cells and platelets. Interesting. I don't think my blood's doing that. I think my blood's doing all the wrong things at all the wrong times, and I'm just kind of always cold until I get too hot, in which case I'm dying.
Okay, well, bottom line, drop in the comments here. Air or no air tonight? Air or no air? Drop in the
We're
comments.
hitting 80 degrees. If anyone's saying no air,
How am I supposed to live with no
air.
air?
No
Air or no air? Drop it in the comments right now. Let's take a straw poll.
No air.
Jordan Sparks, air. Mally says air. Lori says no air. Paula
No
says
air, Paula. Oh my goodness.
not sure. That's not an option, Mary.
Mary undecided. She has time to figure it out. She has time to figure it out.
Air. Kelly says no air. Megan says
No air.
no AC. Danielle says air and a fan. Yes, girl. Air.
Shout out to my air gang.
Yes. Air in the southeast. Okay.
Air.
I just
Howard said no air tonight. Windows open, maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Fan.
That's not an option, Connie. Okay. A lot of
air
no
tonight,
airs
maybe
coming
tomorrow.
in here.
85 tomorrow. If there are people not putting their air on for 85-degree weather happening tomorrow, I'm so concerned. Ooh. Is it going to be humid? Did Aaron say that?
It's not going to be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, 85.
Yeah, but not humid, right?
I don't think so. He didn't say
We'll find
anything
out.
about it.
I wasn't listening the whole time. Sorry, Aaron.
Anyway, it's going to be humid tomorrow, Lori says. I don't know. Our meteorologist, Lori Brown, is here with us with the forecast.
There
Hi,
we go.
Lori. Good morning.
Air, fan, no blanket. Wait. No blanket?
Ooh, wow. That's brave. That's brave.
Well, I think you got to do the one leg out of the blanket to cool down.
Air, fan, no blanket. That's some psychopathic behavior.
That is bold,
That is
Amy.
a red flag, Amy.
No blanket?
Yikes.
How do you bundle up and get all sleepy?
Oh, my God.
Mm-mm-mm.
Crazy.
I love these debates.
You do. Because there's no right answer.
No, but
Johnny, my boy in the
go
back.
ahead. Speak your truth, John.
Let's hear it.
There's definitely a right answer.
What is it?
It's air on, and then you get under the blankets and do, whoa, that was bad. You get under the blankets and you do what Taylor was saying. You put one leg out.
Yeah.
One leg out and cool down as soon as you get
But you got to
warm.
keep the other leg protected from monsters under the bed, obviously.
Huge.
I have a question. Do you use a top sheet?
I don't know what that means.
Oh
Like,
my
do you have like a
God.
sheet on top of your bed
I have
under
like
the blankets?
I have a comforter and then I have a blanket. And then I sleep above the comforter.
Wait, what?
Huh.
A
you sleep
comforter
on
and
top
a
of the
blanket?
comforter?
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm so
Because then I never have
interested.
to make my bed ever.
That is such a single man thing to do. You're such a bachelor.
So you're sleeping on top of a comforter
Yeah.
with a blanket on top of you. And then you wake up and just like fold the blanket. You don't fold the blanket at all.
No.
Okay.
Ew, does it smell in there? I feel like
I washed my sheets.
You're not even sleeping on the sheets.
Well, I washed the blanket and the comforter and the sheets. Yeah, I still wash the sheets.
Johnny.
I guess I
What is
guess
the
I have the
comforter
wrong
for?
answer also.
What is the comforter for then?
Decor?
That's cute. That's cute.
Is that wrong?
I hope that all the guests and the visitors enjoy the decor.
Are there many?
I'm sure it's gotten rave reviews. For comfort. That's nuts.
My mom is confused.
Yeah,
I'll-
so am I,
Keep up,
Jan.
Jan.
I can't keep because I don't understand what's going on here.
I don't know. I like a top
Generation-
sheet.
So wait, okay, obviously we have the fitted sheet, correct?
Yes, mhm.
And then we have the top sheet.
Correct. Then a
You
blanket, a
sleep-
comforter.
Right, and then yes,
You sleep under the top sheet.
right.
Yeah.
People don't do that anymore.
I apparently not.
We're losing the recipes, guys. We're losing the recipes about how to sleep.
I don't know. Crazy.
Who needs a mattress top if you're going to sleep on top of a comforter? At this point, don't even need a bed frame.
It's called a flat sheet. Oh, excuse me, Millie. Excuse me.
Noreen says, do what works for you, Johnny.
John. Care to indulge Julie?
Do you guys want me to?
Listen, ratings, sex sells, baby. Anyway, let's move on here. Let's talk about the Galleria. Holy cow, the Galleria defaulting on a $220 million loan.
$270 million loan.
Not paying off.
Yeah.
Right. They've defaulted on $220 million of that $270 million loan. What do we think here? Is the Galleria going to close? They're talking foreclosure.
Oh my gosh. I mean, they say they're in talks with lenders. They're probably going to try to get the money, see if they can save it. But bottom line, there is a clear money problem. If you only had $50 million of the money that you took away, in the loan, what's going on here? Like, I would love to have a peek at the books to see how much of it is red. Because I don't understand how this could happen. I feel like every time I've gone to the mall, there's a good number of people there. I mean, are they just not getting the return on investment? Because that loan that they took in was to add the movie theater and to add the restaurants and all that kind of stuff. Restaurant Row, they call it, and a couple of those major stores. I haven't been to the movies at the mall in forever.
I know, me neither, really.
I think I've only been like once.
I haven't been to the movies. I can't remember the last movie I went to go see in the theater.
Well,
I do, Wicked.
Exactly.
That was November, though. I mean, like, what does that tell you?
The trailer's coming out for the second part, I think, today.
Paula says Cheektowaga is in big trouble tax-wise. They took a big hit during COVID when no one went to the mall.
So do you think we're seeing that's the issue, is like the fall off?
Well, and here's Danielle's point.
Another great point, yeah.
We could be missing Canadian revenue right now. Mary says, sorry, I want to go back to Mary's comment really quick. Mary says, the Galleria hate it, but they close. What happens to taxes for the town?
Right.
Why do you hate the Galleria? Shonda, not much left there, unfortunately. This area is just so sad lately. See, but I disagree with that.
Okay, so where I grew up, there's the mall's called the Hamilton Mall. And I haven't been back in years because a tumbleweed rolls through there, I'm sure, several times a day. There are a total of like 4 stores. It is just empty in there. I think there's like one restaurant in the food court. That's an empty mall. I mean, malls are dying everywhere. We've seen it happen. The Galleria, in comparison, feels lively. There are people there. There's a store. There are a bunch of stores there. I mean, the Zara does really well. I take all my money whenever I go in there. Obviously, could there be more activity? Sure. Could there be more going on? They've had the Primark since. It doesn't give the energy of like, one of those malls that's completely dead.
Like the Boulevard Mall. Like
right.
there's
yeah,
nothing.
There are several other malls
right?
in the area that are just nothing.
I don't even think the Boulevard Mall is open anymore.
No.
Macy's is there, obviously. Actually, I don't even know if Macy's is there anymore, to be honest. I haven't been there in so long.
There's no reason to go.
Well, okay, so bottom line, Shonda, like I love you, girl, but I just disagree with you. Here's why. You got Abercrombie. I think even Hollister just opened there again.
There's a dry goods there now.
Right. We've got Zara, H&M, Express,
Garage, PacSun.
There's just so many different options.
That Barnes & Noble just opened up in there.
Yeah. Dick's even has an outlet now. I think that there's a lot going on in the mall that has the potential for it to continue to be, or for it to be a success in the future. But I don't know. I mean, what does the future look like at this point?
Connie thinks the issues with violence and fights that we talked about last week could be contributing to it. I mean, look, if it's after a certain time on a Friday or Saturday night, you might consider, oh my gosh, I'm not going to the mall if it's going to be, if there are going to be cop cars or if there might be fights.
Says also, you can't go to the Galleria in the evenings, especially on the weekend. It's overrun by unruly teens and young adults. Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to just, I guess, keep in the back of your mind. I don't know. So Howard says with all the violent actions there, they're most likely paying off lawsuits. I've never been at the mall in my life since it was built. Not sure what the attraction is.
I like shopping.
I do too.
And I like shopping in person. Someone mentioned the online, everything's drifting towards online shopping. And I would say the majority of the shopping that I do is probably online. If I need, something quick in a pinch and I know my size, I know what I need, I can get what I need, online. But there's something to that shopping in person that is a little bit different. Looking for outfits for Beyonce, I went in person. If I have a trip coming up or somewhere that I'm going, I'll probably go in person for the most part. And I like, going through the racks, going through the sale rack and seeing what you can find. And, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's a shopper. My mom would say she's a buyer, not a shopper. She goes in, knows what she wants, and she buys it. I want to look around. Ooh, what do they have in this section? Oh, they got some new stuff in here that wasn't here last time.
So I need to go to the mall by myself. I don't like going with Russ. I don't like going with anyone because, like you, I will go through the sale rack and I will find every single thing that's on sale in my size and I will try it on. It is like an experience.
I hate trying clothes on.
I do too, but you've got to, because otherwise if you take it home with you and it doesn't fit, you're like, okay, I got to go back now.
Connie likes to try hers on before she buys it too. You want to know 100% that it fits, that you like the way it looks. You know, do the bend in the jeans.
Yeah,
make sure you pull your legs up.
Hike them up a little bit, or
put the shoes on, run around the store, feel your toe.
This is a small, but it's really like a medium, or this is a medium, but it's really like an extra small. It's a good thing I tried it on. You know,
ever put the jeans around your neck? That trick?
No, what's that?
Yeah, if you put the pants like around your neck, it's supposed to fit around your waist if you don't want to try them on.
I have never done that. How do you do that?
Like you're holding the pants, right? And if you don't want to try them on, you can just like go like that and see. That's what people say.
Really?
I mean, I'm not sure it's very accurate.
Like, what do? You throw them over your head?
No, not all the way. Just like they're like here, like you're holding like the belt loops, right? And then you just put that part around your neck.
Huh. No, I've never done that. So here's
no
my
one else has heard of that. Sorry, guys.
Right, Paula. Yes.
Donated. Oh, girl, you know I don't return things. Marguerite knows I like to find deals, but I won't return them if they don't fit. I have to make a return today, and that's how you know it's serious because I hate returning things.
So somebody said, Taylor, that's nuts.
Sorry, guys.
Somebody was wondering what Station 12 is. Station 12 is supposed to be this big shopping center in Amherst where there's supposed to be like great stores. I think Price Club or Costco is supposed to go into Station 12, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it?
Haven't seen that. So many projects that have just kind of struggled to come to fruition. But I think, I love shopping on Niagara Falls Boulevard as well. I mean, not the Boulevard Mall, but, going into Ulta, Sephora, TJ Maxx, looking around, seeing what kind of deals you can get. I mean, that culture's still alive. If you go over there, there's so many cars there all the time.
You know what I miss on the Boulevard? The Christmas tree store.
I know. I love shopping around in there.
Yeah, me too. And seasonally, there were so many great things there at a great bargain. Yeah. And you'd be able to go in there for any holiday and find whatever it is that you were looking for. Plates and just decorations.
Yeah,
napkins.
Little knickknacks, tchotchkes.
Love the Christmas time, Hanukkah time. There's always great stuff in there.
Any little those stupid gifts that you can just throw in the stocking. Yeah. Loved it there. Also, people are now chiming in my defense. People have heard about that, the around the neck trick. I also Googled it.
What does it say?
It's a thing, pants around the neck. So just wrapping around the waistband of pants around your neck and seeing if it touches the back can give you an idea of whether it'll fit your waist. If it touches comfortably, it's a potential fit. If it overlaps, it might be too large. If it doesn't reach, it might be too small. Not to say that your neck is the same size as your waist, but...
Girl, if my waist was the size of my neck, I'd be a much happier.
Right? It's a thing. It is a thing, you guys.
Shonda, I did hear Free People's Athletic line is supposed to go into Station 12. Only time will tell. Right.
Interesting. I love an outlet mall too. Someone said earlier I prefer shopping the outlets. I haven't been to Niagara Falls outlets in a minute, but I don't know.
I got great sneakers there for the for my workout. They have great Metcons there, Nike Metcons in the Nike store. Love going there for like $50. What is ordinarily like $150 sometimes. Yeah. It's so much nicer.
I love a deal.
Right?
Like, I will do anything. I'm like, okay, those jeans were originally going to be $75. Now they're only $50. Like, $50 is still an expensive pair of jeans, but I'm like, oh, look at that. I saved so much money.
You know what? I think that we used to think that $50 was a lot for a pair of jeans. I don't anymore. I mean, that's just the way they are. They're priced that way. Mm-hmm. Kathy says, Christmas tree store. I've always said to myself, only spend on one thing. $100 later. No kidding. It's like going to Target, right?
That's me at Target. Every single time I'm going in for one thing, I leave with a handful. I didn't even get one of the carts or anything or any of the little baskets. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all that. Way too much.
Marguerite says the Christmas tree store needed to kind of rebrand itself. I mean...
Where do you get your jeans?
It all really depends. Like, so right now I'm really into the Perfect Jean, TPJ. It's an online store, but they fit really well. Here's the thing: like in certain styles, I'm a 29. In certain styles, I'm a 28, and like you have to bounce back and forth. Those are expensive. They're like $100 a pair. That's a lot of money.
Whoa!
I know, but they fit really well, and they're like good quality.
So they last for a while.
Yeah. The other thing, I'll go to like Target, and Target has Denizen jeans, and those also fit me well, but those are like $40 to $50.
Okay. Yeah, that's not as bad.
I used to wear Levi's; those were expensive too. But they just stopped fitting me, and they're I like Levi's; they fit really well if you fit into them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Required.
Like if you're a good country boy and you got a 6-pack and you're corn-fed,
you'll be all right.
Right.
Lately, all of the jeans that I've bought have been on some kind of sale. Because jeans are so expensive, I'm always hunting. I'm in the back of the American Eagle looking to see what I can get, and then I'll just go with those.
Okay, I love shopping a good sale. Don't get me wrong. Like
especially for jeans, though, because they've gotten so expensive over the years. Like you cannot catch me paying full price for a pair of jeans.
H&M, I'm an H&M bargain.
I don't like H&M.
Why?
I don't know. I never find anything I like. I don't think the quality is.
Oh, it's disposable clothing,
right?
But I love it because it
every
is,
once in a while,
tailored the right way, and it's European cut. Peter likes Target's jeans. My mom hates shopping. Melly, I am so happy to be here for you.
See, she was in a bad mood when we first started, and look at her now, cracking up, LOLing.
It's true though.
Oh, now I'm kind of sad. I don't want to go without them all. I really hope that things work out when all the money behind the scenes stuff that's going on. I just can't imagine not having them all. Because where's the next closest mall?
Okay, well, here's what I'm thinking. If in fact something like that happens, and we're not saying it is, seemingly a possibility at this point, an option, although the CEO of Pyramid Management says they are in talks with lenders and they're hopeful to reach a deal. It is incumbent upon us as a community to say, this is what we want in our community, and leadership, make it happen. Whether it's freestanding stores in downtown Buffalo, in buildings that have had no life in them for decades. Bring something in there. Put some stores in there.
Nike, Zara,
right,
H&M.
Exactly. Bring some life back to downtown Buffalo. Build it, they will come.
Oh my gosh, I would go to, if there was a Zara downtown, I would go all the time.
Me too. Okay, Chucky baby. Hey, Chucky. Good morning.
That's a lot for you.
That is so much.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness, Chuck. Why are you mad? Somebody peed in your Cheerios this morning, I think.
It's going to be a nice day outside. Hopefully you can get some nice.
Drink some water, Chuck. Get some
fresh
electrolytes.
Air.
Dear Lord.
Where's the next nearest mall? What is Southgate Plaza?
Is it in Canada?
Oh gosh, really?
I don't know. There's that like open air mall, that outlet mall. I love that mall.
I don't think I've ever been there. Well, I guess the Niagara Falls Outlet Mall would be the
that's true.
Next nearest one.
My mom and dad are going to they live nearby the Eastern Hills Mall, and they could not believe that there is nothing going on there. Just the DMV.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Sherry says there used to be a mall downtown, and there was a lot of fights. Look, I don't know that we need a mall per se, but we need some
mall.
We need something. We got to think outside the box, but we don't need a mall. I'm just doing it for you.
A mall. I agree, though. A couple stores could really go a long way downtown.
Give me something good.
Mini mall.
Yeah. A small. Anyway. We got to get the show on the road here. Thank you so much for being with us on a Tuesday. Tomorrow, we're going to have Rashid Wyatt on, Buffalo Common Council member Rashid Wyatt. He's going to be talking about his run for mayor. And look, Chris Scanlon, the door is always open for you. Ready and waiting for you to come on the show whenever you're interested.
Yep.
We've asked many, many times, and time will tell if he actually comes on.
Have a great Tuesday.
Bye-bye.